He has now
Grand
stepped
rule.
onto the. There are
Grand rule.
certain servitors.
There are
the
Gajapati.
There are certain servitors of Gajapati. They are moving.
Clan.
Two sticks are
moving.
there. That is called
Two
Gauraki.
sticks are there.
Gauriken. That is called
Gauraki.
That is the way they control the movement.
That is the way they
control
control
the progression,
the movement
of the Lord. They
the
control the
stepping down
progression
of the Lord.
Of the
In
Lord.
the same
The
way,
stepping down
like a
of the
conductor
Lord. In the
conducts,
same way, like a
conductor,
philharmonic
orchestra,
and philharmonic orchestra. And here are some leaders of the people from the central government and also from the state government, including His Excellency the Governor of Odisha. They were all seated there, and once they get to have a glimpse of Lord Jagannatha, they are on their toes and they are eager to pay their obeisance by standing there with folded hands, praying for themselves, praying for the wellness and happiness of the state, the people of the country. Because we are now passing through a very difficult time. The fear of war is there, terrorism is there. So only way out is the blessing of Lord Jagannatha that can see us through all these things, all these difficulties. And the representative of different monastic orders coming from different monasteries or the mutts, or we can say they are there. They have got the privilege of carrying these fans, umbrellas, and also the fly whisk. And all the fans, they have got the mark of Vaishnava tradition, the motif of sun and moon. So that is the way they are there. So that also involves the artistic skills of the tailors. The same way the draping of the chariots are done. Lord is stuck there, maybe due to the love of the people there, love of the servitors there, love of the functionaries there, because unless he desires, he cannot move an inch, and that is the way he is pushed and pulled, and it's so huge a responsibility and huge a task to move him. There are certain occasions that in 1965, if I remember it correctly, during the time of Pahandi, there was a problem and Lord did not move an inch, and it was very difficult. And when it was not possible for the servitors or the functionaries to move, the news of it was sent to the Gajapati Maharaja. And the present Gajapati Maharaja was much younger then. And the present Gajapati Maharaja, he was younger then, and he prostrated himself before the Lord and came running to the Pahandi, and there with folded hands he paid his obeisance, made his prayer, "Oh Lord, you move." So with the devotion, with the prayer, the Lord started moving, and he went on to the makeshift ladder, and that is the way he was taken to the inner canopy of the chariot. This is the story I have heard from the Gajapati Maharaja himself, and when I heard that, I had tears in my eyes, tears of devotion. So that is the power of the Lord, that is the divine energy, and without that energy, nothing can be done. The flowers, the leaves, everything, the fruits, they are all the manifestation of that divine energy, and Lord is stuck there. And in front of him, we were finding the Banati players were there. They were the Chakra Banati. It was moving in a wheel shape. That is also another artistic skill of Odisha. And it has been accepted as a sport, and it is now accepted by the Odisha Olympic Association with the formation of Odisha Banati Association. And they are the people, the Banati Association of Odisha, they are the people. They impart the training to boys and girls. On the other days, we also find the boys and girls showing their Banati skills. And there was another Banati player that was also he was showing his skill. The Bana Banati with the triangular flags tethered to the control wheel. So that is the way he was showing that skill also. During the time of Niladri Bijay, when the lords they return to the temple, it becomes mostly midnight or past midnight. That is a time the fire vanati is also used. That's a dangerous thing, but people are so skilled that they also start displaying that. Banati as a sport, it is seen in Odisha and also in Punjab. In Punjab it is a respected sport, and in some pockets of Maharashtra it is there. And the gong beaters are there. They are beating their gongs in a unison, and that produces a mesmerizing sound, and that provokes the people, that provokes the functionaries, that provokes the devotees in an energy to sway themselves in the waves of devotion here. The humidity has become less because there is a sprinkle of rain, a drizzle, a small drizzle is there, and that has not dampened the spirit of the people there. Rather, they have been encouraged. The flowers are being showered on the Lord. Lord looks really, really mesmerizing, because yesterday it was the New Youth Day. Navajovana, New Youth, because after the ablution, after the washing out of all the colors, he was painted anew by the divine painters. So after the new coat of painting, Lord looks so sparkling, so dazzling, so mesmerizing, so magical and so majestic. There are no adjective is sufficient enough to describe the looks of the divinity that is Lord Jagannatha. Lord Jagannatha is there just to alight the ramp, the Mexip ladder, onto the designated chariot, that is Nandi Ghosha. And to control the frenzy of the people and the devotees, even the servitors, they are also the functionaries, they become so excited that it becomes very difficult to maintain the crowd. So that is why the police people, the police personnel, the officers, and also the JTP people, Jagannath Temple Police, that's a different branch that is controlled by the Jagannatha Temple. They control that. And the Gauri Ken wielding those servitors, they control the crowd there, because it is very difficult, because no one can claim that he knows the entire direction, because it is not possible to know it. So this is the Mexip ladder, slowly coming back and little going ahead. So moving forward and moving backward, that is the way the Lord is carried to the canopy of the chariot. Lord doesn't move left or right, moves only forward and backward, pulled backward and pulled forward also. And that has also a significance also. We can say that it implies the Advaita Vedanta philosophy that Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. That means the absolute, the truth is only truth, the absolute, that is Brahma, and the rest are others, they are all illusory and illusions. So that is the essence of Jagannatha consciousness. He himself is Brahma, he himself is the truth. The Chief Minister of Orissa State, Sri Mohan Charan Majhi, who is always lending his support to the changes and to the development of the temple administration. So he is there, so lending his presence, and of course that will encourage the functionaries and also the office bearers and the officials of the government to be there. And Lord is being pulled and pushed also from behind. You see, this is the way. It's not an easy thing to pull and push. The Brahmin servitors are there, but they are not the people, those who are pulling those cables. Those silken cables are there, and these silk ropes, I can say, they are specially manufactured to carry the weight of the Lord, and they are brought from Varanasi. And there is a cordon also done by the police people, so that no other people causes any disturbance in the movement of the Lord. It's slowly being pulled on the chariot, and this is a section of the crowd that has all the state functionaries, central ministers, His Excellency the Governor of the state, the Chief Minister, and the other people, those who are inseparable part of the state administration, they are all there and they are attentive, because everyone wants to ensure that everything goes on very smoothly, because all attentions are there and people all over the world, they are watching every beat of the movement. This is how Lord is being taken, and still the floral crown, the Tahiya, is still there. Tahiya, many words from Jagannatha temple that have added to the English dictionary, and this is the way the magazine of state government that carries the development and the welfare messages of the state government, Odisha Review and Utkal Procession, they are now released on a beautiful occasion in the presence of Lord himself, and this is how they display. Mr. Kanak Bardhan Singh Dev, Deputy Chief Minister of the state government, is also there, and everybody lends their support. And this magazine that carries the message of the government of Odisha for the development and for the betterment of the state, for which the government of Odisha is committed. And the Gauri Ken welding servitors, they are signaling this way, because Lord should not be moving in a wrong way. That will be a very difficult thing, because during the last year's Rath Yatra, we saw at Gundicha temple there was a small accident because of this carelessness, because of the lack of knowledge, because these experienced people, they monitor the movement of the Lord, and let's pray that nothing untoward happens, everything goes smoothly, because if anything happens, that signals a difficult period is coming or looming before us. So everything must go on smoothly. The shower of flowers are going on, and this is the way Lord Jagannatha is welcomed to his designated chariot, that is Nandi Ghosha. And this is the way the servitors are there, and the extra servitors, they would be getting down just to facilitate the other rituals to happen. And here at this point, the floral crown, the Tahiya, that will be removed, because it is not practically possible to carry the Lord with this floral crown, and they will be taken away by the servitors who are present there to be distributed among the devotees. And the devotees, they treasure those pieces of Tahiya, the little flowers or little solapit flowers, or even jarib, because it has got 5 elements in that: cloth, bamboo, cane, jari, and flowers. These are all there. Taking all these 5 elements together, this is commissioned. This work is commissioned by 2 different monastic orders, the Raghav Das Matha and Gopal Tirtha Matha. So they do that for hundreds of centuries, and this will be removed. And this is the top view of the chariot of Lord Jagannatha. This is Nandi Ghosha, and here at this moment the Tahiya would be removed, and he would be taken inside the canopy, and to allow him to be seated on the choka or on the designated wooden piece, that's a round piece is there in the temple, or even in the Snana Mandap or in the bathing bathing altar. We have got blue granite or chlorite round shaped base is there, and here no stone is brought, because the entire chariot is made out of wood. So the chaka or the base or the seat of Lord is made out of wood, and it is 4 inches height, and it is 2 feet wide. So this is how Lord is getting inside the chariot, and after that the other rituals should happen, and after all the rituals, the Mexi ladder or the charamala, they would be removed, and the horses would be yoked, so that the sojourn would begin. So this is the way the Lord majestically enters into his chariot, the canopy or the sanctum of the chariot, Nandi Ghosha. All glories to Lord Jagannatha, and devotion is there in the air, frenzy is there in the air, Kirtan is going on, and the Badadanda or the Grand Road is becoming filled with all the devotees. There is not a single place left out. Kirtan is going on, music is being produced. So this is the way majestically Lord enters his chariot onto his seat.
जय जगन्नाथ, जय जय जगन्नाथ, जय 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 जगन्नाथ। कितने ही आश्चर्य की बात है, वो क्षण आ ही गया जब हम सब भाव विभोर होकर कहते हैं रथेतु वामनम दृष्ट्वा पुनर्जन्मन लभ्यते, अर्थात एक बार महाप्रभु जगन्नाथ को रथ पर आरूढ़ अगर इन चर्म चक्षुओं से देख लिया तो फिर पुनर्जन्म नहीं होता है, ये माना जाता है। महाप्रभु जगन्नाथ जी का टाहिया निकालते हुए, और वो टाहिया सभी भक्त अपने साथ लेकर जाना चाहते हैं एक आशीर्वाद के रूप में। महाप्रभु का टाहिया निकालते ही महाप्रभु अब अपने मंदिर सदृश उस रथ में प्रवेश करेंगे। घंट वादकों का जोश बढ़ता हुआ, क्योंकि अब वो क्षण आ गया है महाप्रभु को अपने रथ में विराजमान देखने का क्षण। देखिए किस तरह से उस टाहिया को निकाल दिया गया है, और टाहिया का एक छोटा सा हिस्सा भी अगर भक्तों के हस्तगत हो जाए तो उससे बड़ा सौभाग्य कोई दूसरा होता ही नहीं है। तो कुछ ही क्षणों में टाहिया संपूर्ण रूपेण खंडित हो जाता है। इतना बड़ा टाहिया छोटे छोटे टुकड़ों में बढ़ जाता है, और वहाँ पे जितने भी सेवायत हैं सब उसे अपने साथ महाप्रभु के आशीर्वाद के रूप में लेके जाना चाहते हैं। अब क्योंकि वह इतने लंबे समय तक महाप्रभु के वह साथ रहा है। महाप्रभु अब धीरे धीरे भीतर जाते हुए, अब देखिए सेनापटा पीछे से लगा हुआ है। सेनापटा जिससे रेशम की जो मोटी मोटी डोरियां हैं वो बंधी हुई हैं, उनके साथ महाप्रभु को भीतर लिया जा रहा है। महाप्रभु झूमते हुए जा रहे हैं। अब देखिए भक्ति के भाव में सिर्फ भक्ति यहाँ पे नहीं है जो बरदांड पर झूम रहे हैं, वो घंटवादक नहीं है जो मतलब बरदांड पर झूम रहे हैं। अपने भक्तों के साथ होने के आह्लाद में महाप्रभु भी झूम रहे हैं। एक ही समान भावना चारों तरफ है, आनंद, उत्साह, उल्लास, और सब कुछ विस्मृत हो गया है। अब ये भूल गए हैं भक्त कि कहाँ पर हैं। ना सुख की चिंता, ना दुख की सुधि, ना जन्म का कोई उल्लास, ना ही मृत्यु का कोई शोक। इन सब से परे सिर्फ और सिर्फ महाप्रभु के भक्ति में, भक्ति पारवश्य में प्लावित होते चले जा रहे हैं। वहाँ पर पहले से ही अपसर अर्थात गोल तकिए, जिनको आप लोगों ने प्रारंभ में जब रथ यात्रा की सारे उपक्रम हो रहे थे, जब सारा सामान आकर रथों में रखा जा रहा था, जिसमें एक संदूकची है जिसमें उनके सामान रखे हुए हैं, उसके बाद कुछ बर्तन हैं उसके जिसमें भोजन पकाया जाएगा, उसके बाद जो हैं वो तकिए हैं गोल गोल रेशम से बने हुए, जिनके ऊपर उन्हें बैठाया जाएगा, और पीछे टिकने के लिए बड़े से तकिए होंगे। अब महाप्रभु को उन तकियों के ऊपर बिठाकर जो है उन्हें रुंधा जाएगा। रुंधा जाना अर्थात उन्हें बांधना, है ना। देखिए भाव प्रवण है भक्त। अब कुछ समय के बाद उन्हें होश ही नहीं रहेगा